Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jenna and today I'm going to be diving into a topic that's all too common but often very misunderstood, and that is weight loss. The main topic being the worst ways people try and lose weight. Now, we all want to feel great and live our healthiest lives, and losing weight is often a part of this. However, sometimes our approach to weight loss is extremely unhealthy and often dangerous. Sadly, this often isn't your fault. It's the appealing marketing tactics that draw us in and ultimately see us fail in the long term, and sometimes even end up in a worse position than we started in. So today I'm going to explore some of the worst ways you can try and lose those pounds, and at the end, quickly discuss the key to long-term weight management. Alright, I'm going to start with a method that you've probably heard of before but still continue to do, and that is crash dieting. Crash dieting usually involves restricting your caloric intake and or restricting certain foods or food groups with the goal of losing weight very quickly. Basically, you are consuming too few calories than your body needs to function optimally. Yes, in the first few days you will likely notice some weight loss, but eventually your body will start holding on to those few calories that you're consuming for survival rather than burning them off as fat, like hitting a weight loss plateau but very quickly. When you don't consume enough calories, your metabolism slows down, which slows down your body's ability to burn fat. When you crash diet, your body sees it as starving itself, and it doesn't like this. It will go into survival mode and hold on to those calories rather than burning them off as fat. There are so many risks involved with crash dieting, including poor nutrition, hormonal changes, extreme mood swings, and lack of energy. Your body needs the energy it gets from the foods you consume to function optimally on a day-to-day basis. If you aren't getting enough calories in your diet, you won't have enough energy to get through basic daily tasks. So it's highly unlikely you'll be able to give your best effort when you do any type of workout. Another major problem when it comes to crash dieting is that it can lead to disordered eating. Guys, when it comes to managing your weight in a healthy way long term, it's vital that you have a healthy relationship with food on both ends of the scale. So it's inevitable that crash dieting will make you miserable, leave you malnourished, and ultimately result in failure. They teach you absolutely nothing other than how to have an unhealthy relationship with food. Okay, the next worst way to try and lose weight, and this ties into the first one, and that is fad diets. Fad diets are often those diets that pop up out of nowhere and everyone's on board doing it for a couple of months in a desperate bid to try and lose some weight. However, they're not always like this. Often they've been around for many, many years. A fad diet is an eating plan that usually promotes fast weight loss and sounds fairly easy to do, which is why they're so appealing. Unfortunately, everyone seems to be after a quick fix, which is what fad diets tend to promote. Many of them, though, have little scientific evidence to support what they claim to do, and even if there is scientific evidence that helps with fat loss, they're not sustainable long term. They also don't really teach you anything other than how to be restrictive with food, and that is also not healthy. I have seen so many people follow fad diets, and yes, they will lose weight, but every single one of them puts the weight back on as soon as they stop following the diet because it's taught them nothing. It's really sad to see because it's just wasting your time. It's not teaching you anything, and it's messing with you mentally and emotionally. These diets are restrictive. You will probably feel miserable, low energy, experience mood swings, and again end up back at square one. Alright, the next unhealthy way I see people trying to lose weight is skipping breakfast. Now, I realize not everyone likes to eat breakfast. You might be someone who needs to be up for a few hours before you can stomach any type of food. This is fine as long as you're meeting your daily caloric requirements at some stage throughout the day. However, when we skip breakfast in an attempt to reduce our calories, this can either backfire later in the day because you will become really hungry and consume an excess in calories, or you just won't be getting enough calories in the day, which will cause your metabolism to slow down. So your body will burn those few amount of calories that you are getting at a slower rate. As said earlier, the body does this because it thinks it's starving, so it goes into emergency mode and holds on to those calories for survival. It's important to fuel your body with balanced meals and snacks throughout the day to maintain your energy levels. Doing this helps to support weight loss. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, your body has already gone many hours without food. So by the time breakfast comes around, it's okay to eat it. You should be eating it. All right, the next unhealthy way I see people trying to lose weight is over exercising. I can't tell you how many comments I've had over on my workout channel where people are asking, does this workout help with weight loss? Will this workout help me lose weight? How many calories will this workout burn? People are frequently saying how much they're working out and how many times they're doing the same workout over and over again in an attempt to lose weight. Yes, I fully encourage you to work out and maintain a regular workout routine. However, you can overdo this and it could lead to burnout. Exercise should be somewhat enjoyable and part of a healthy lifestyle, not solely a way to lose fat. Pushing yourself to the limit with excessive exercise can also lead to injury, water retention, and inflammation because you're not allowing your body sufficient time to rest and recover. The food you consume and the quantities need to be your main focus when it comes to losing weight. Exercise should be a regular part of your routine too to maintain a healthy lifestyle, assist with calorie burning, build strength, endurance, and shape your physique. However, you cannot outtrain a poor diet. Your diet needs to be your number one focus when it comes to weight loss. All right, the last one on my list, even though there are so many other unhealthy ways people try and lose fat, and that is excessive calorie counting. Now, I don't count calories and I never will again. In the long term, this isn't necessary for weight management. However, I can understand it can be helpful to track your caloric intake in the beginning when you're first starting your weight loss journey. I'm going to be very careful how I talk about this though, because I really just don't like the idea of calorie counting. It just leads to such an unhealthy relationship with food. I've witnessed this so many times with other people and myself that constantly obsessing over every calorie you consume will lead to an unhealthy relationship with food and again, possibly even disordered eating. Ideally, what you want to be doing is learning how your own body works, learning that you can still eat all the foods you love. They don't need to be completely eliminated, providing you keep it under control. Please be very careful when it comes to calorie counting. Don't obsess over it. It's okay if you go over some calories. This leads me to my final point, and that's how to approach weight loss the healthy way. First of all, I understand that we are all at different stages of life. Some of you will be going through menopause, some struggle with hormone imbalances. Those are both very valid, and yes, it can make it harder for you to lose weight. I do advise you to speak to a professional in that area if this is something you are struggling with, because they can advise you far better than I can. However, the overall approach to weight loss should be the same for everyone if you're wanting to maintain a healthy relationship with food over the long term. First of all, you want to base your diet around whole nutritious foods. These are foods in their whole form or nearly their whole form. Processed foods are higher in calorie, which makes it easier to gain weight. They usually taste really good and it's so easy to overconsume these foods. They are usually high in either fat, sugar, or salt, which will also cause you to retain water and cause inflammation, not to mention weight gain. Highly processed foods aren't very satiating, so you will be craving the same types of foods very soon after. Also, to lose fat, you must be in a caloric deficit. This means consuming less calories than you burn on a daily basis. There's just no other way to do it. It doesn't matter what type of foods you consume, whether it's high carb, low carb, high fat, high protein. As long as you're in a caloric deficit, you will lose fat. What you also want to do is make sure you're including all macronutrients in your diet: carbs, fat, and protein. Eliminating carbs or heavily decreasing your carbs will always lead to failure in the end. You will always go back to eating carbs at some stage and likely put back on that weight that you did lose. So don't eliminate carbs, fat, and protein from your diet. They are all very important. They all have an important role in helping your body function optimally on a daily basis. All right, a little bonus tip before I finish, and that is limit alcohol intake, or even better, eliminate it completely. If you're someone who drinks a bit over the weekend, this is the quickest way to undo any work you did during the week. When you consume alcohol, your body stops burning calories from the foods you consume and instead switches and prioritizes trying to get rid of the poison that's in your system, which is the alcohol. So not only is most alcohol very high calorie, and most people think that they gain weight when they drink alcohol just because of the calorie content, but in fact your body is not burning calories at the same rate it normally would when there's alcohol in your system. All right guys, that's it. If you made it this far, well done. I hope you took something from that and found it beneficial. If you do have any questions, please leave me a comment and we'll see you next time.